No, let's get into that, because today we're talking about them not signing anybody. Today we got a DP.
Yeah,
our third
DP,
and final DP.
Sterling. Who is he? What does he do?
So his name is Jan Gregus, right? Gregus?
Jan Gregus, yeah.
Their announcement was Duck Gregus.
Okay.
Which I thought was actually pretty clever. I usually hate their social media, but that was pretty good. So I told all of you guys that it seems like a pretty legit DP signing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of on the Darwin Quintero end of DPs, not on the Angelo Rodriguez end of DPs.
Okay.
He's a current player for FC Copenhagen, which is, I mean, it's a decent club. It's not like we're not talking about Madrid or Bayern.
But are we talking about an EPL team or maybe
they're definitely,
Europa League?
If you wanted to look at it from an EPL perspective, they're definitely a top 5 EPL team.
Okay, in the Danish, in that Danish.
I mean,
side.
they're in the Europa League. I would say that their odds of winning Europa are pretty solid.
So, what was your favorite Fernando Bob moment? Because after this, we talked about this earlier. After this signing, I think Fernando Bob.
Yeah, he's out of the question entirely.
He had been. That was decided after the options day.
I know,
well,
but
he could still come back.
He could still come back,
They
but I
still
think after
didn't
this
negotiate.
DP,
They didn't take his option. If there was one. Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely out of the picture.
he's out.
Well,
And I think overall, they're number. Well, so Gregus is technically not a number 6.
But he can play there.
He can play a number 6.
Okay.
And the guy is huge. He's 6'3", which is incredibly tall for a midfielder.
Yeah, so you mentioned the logjam. So on the roster now we have seven midfielders.
Yeah, and 4 of them play at the same position.
Okay.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Can any of them move to defensive back?
Well, I mean, no.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
so, I mean, it depends. If you wanted to do a 3-5-2,
Yeah.
Miguel Ibarra can certainly play
Yeah.
a wingback.
They won't do that.
I mean, Ethan Finley can't. Molina definitely can't.
No.
So, in that sense, you've got some movement, some flexibility.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't know. With the fact that Gregus isn't technically a 6, I'm thinking that they're going to do probably go back to that 4-3. What was it? 4-5-1, I think is technically
4-5-1. Yep.
4-2-3-1.
Yep.
So they're still probably going to pull someone back into midfield, but I kind of look at, based on what I read in literally the 45 minutes of work that I should have probably been working, was that he kind of reminds me of a Cesc Fabregas. He's kind of that wheel guy. He can play defensively,
Sure,
but he kind of sets everything up.
Good. We need that.
Yeah, and it's good because we can't play the ball through the midfield at all.
No.
It's always those long balls over the top or watching Bobby kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So now maybe, just maybe, we can actually play the ball up.
Yeah.
And that's big. So I really think that it's going to be that 4-2-3-1 that Adrian Heath has always kind of liked. It'll be interesting to see if we have another signing. Obviously, we have Colin Martin, and we have Rasmus Schuler. Both of those two could play next to Gregus. Very
quick
well.
point. And we talked about this when they signed our good friend Darwin.
Yes.
Their highlight video was not existent.
Well, Darwin's was okay. Angelo's was a bad one.
Yeah, that one.
To be fair, though, Tony, this happened today. Don't you think they're busy preparing that video as we speak? Maybe we'll see it tomorrow.
You sign a guy, you get the stuff up there right away. You show the people what he's going to do.
But now here's the problem. He's like that kind of a 6 midfielder.
Show some passing.
Yeah, that's all it's going to be.
Okay.
Maybe a few broken up passes.
But our soccer fans will be like, oh, good passes, great times.
That's going to be a pretty boring highlight reel.
No, it doesn't have to be. They can put some.
Just like the Simpsons episode.
No.
Holds it.
Holds it.
Holds it. Oh, John.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do stuff on Photoshop. You put some fireworks on there and some glitter and whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it just depends. He might be.
Look,
he might have some good passing distribution that might look good.
I want to get fired up for these players. I want something that fires me up.
You get a little excited about the videos, Tony.
I do, because that shows what they can do. And I want to go to the game and see what they do.
What's interesting is he is their target audience, apparently.
Exactly.
I
Well, so they signed the DP today, but Stevens is showing us a video
now. I just want to pull up some Jan Gregas
highlights. Look at that goal.
Oh,
you guys can't see it in the podcast, but there it is right there. There it is.
I mean,
there it is. Look at that.
Ultimately, what we have to consider is the fact that we needed defensive midfield help. We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
We needed a guy that could help the defense bring the ball up. We got that.
Yeah.
He's an active player. It's not like he was out of contract. We actually drug him away from Copenhagen,
which is amazing.
He literally just played against Bordeaux in the Europa Cup. Yep. So, I mean, it's a quality signing. Mm-hmm. I think. It'll be interesting to see the numbers.
Yeah.
Like what we ended up paying him.
Well, he's got to be close to Darwin. Then.
I think he's probably going to be over.
Over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he finish the campaign, the Europa League campaign? That's what I'm confused about. Does he get to finish? No.
I mean, we don't know, actually. They didn't say. So transfer window doesn't open until February, so he can't come here anyway until then.
Yeah, he can finish it up.
Let's just say if they make it to the final of the Europa, he can't play it then, though. Can he? Or is there can he put a speculation?
I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't personally see that team in the final.
And does that team...
I don't either. It'll be Chelsea.
And does that team...
Frankfurt, right? Where are we watching it?
That'd be interesting.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
No Germany talk here.
He's not talking Germany.
He's bigoted against Germans.
I'm just kidding.
It would be fun, though, if those two teams made it, and we would have to watch it somewhere.
Yeah, it would be.
Brits, you win. Home field.
Well, we don't really have any German places to watch.
No, not really.
Yeah.
That place
gas stops. They have games at gas stops?
The beer garden would have been the place.
Oh, beer garden, Germania. Yeah. So we signed the DP, but the other interesting thing that we were talking about was E Pluribus Lunum stated that the Loons have signed a bunch of players, but they're not telling us who they signed.
Yeah,
and when you say they're, I'm sorry, when you say they're not telling us who they signed, you're saying the Loons aren't making it public?
Yeah, they're not announcing.
Okay, at first I thought you meant E Pluribus.
No.
Knew them and weren't.
They don't know them
public.
either.
Okay,
the team's not telling them.
Yeah,
and so I said that I was going to go on a rant about this, but I'll try to keep it short.
All right.
I mean, you look at where we are as a team. Okay, we signed up Adrian Heath, the guy that got fired months earlier, and they hatched this crazy 3-month plan and told no one about it. And then 2017 sucks ass. And they say, well, we're going to get better. We're going to get better. We're going to sign some players. They signed no one. 2018 happens, and it's nearly as bad. I give them the benefit of the doubt because, look, we had some major injuries at the beginning of the season that you don't want to make excuses, but that probably hurt their plans.
Molino.
Yeah. And so 18 doesn't fare any better. The fans are calling for the heads of the manager and basically everyone else other than the owner. And here you are in the offseason telling their fans nothing. We are now, 7 weeks past the last game of the season?
Yeah.
And we have been told absolutely nothing. And now it comes out that, we've been signing players. But we're not going to tell anybody.
No.
It's kind of a dick move.
What is the possible upside in the teams from the team's point of
Well,
view?
I think from a team's perspective, they wanted to announce the DP first.
Sure.
Which they did.
Makes
right?
sense.
And he was the biggest signing they got.
And will be.
And probably the most important signing.
Yeah.
But maybe the other signings aren't as monumental, so they're kind of holding off on it a little.
Which is probably accurate.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've gotten into it before. I mean, it'd be interesting to see like what kind of MLS moves they make.
Yeah.
And those can ultimately turn out to be important too, because as we talked about last time, you only have 3 DPs to play with, and we've
exactly
done that,
right.
And so we still have important moves to make. So
yeah, and I guess technically we could buy down Angelo's contract and have a third DP still available.
We could.
True,
Yeah.
with that target allocation money and general
TAM.
allocation
I mean,
money.
we have so much of it
We do.
that I think they said it was third highest in the league.
So do they? Yeah, and that's weird. That's another question I have. And I've had for a while now, because it's not. If it is, they don't make it obvious. Is that number, the available number of money, is that available publicly?
No.
I mean, okay, but
They usually disclose it, but they don't have to.
they don't specifically say. But we know we have like the third highest.
Yeah, I mean, Manny has said it a number of times. I think McGuire said it once or twice.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's there. People who care a lot try to keep track.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, because there's a lot of deals that happen, and TAM is thrown back and forth.
Yeah.
They try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that we could have another big signing, like a really big signing. Now, we also have a lot of that money anyway, so you could have a pretty decent signing even through that without being a DP.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. But it's still, I don't know, like Dave pointed out when he asked, what's the benefit? I just don't see a benefit. Like, what are you gaining by keeping your fans in the dark?
Well, now saying this about the TAM, unless they have another big signing coming through.
Yeah, I liked your point, though, Tony. Yeah. I think that's a good way to look at it. Is like maybe they want to make their big splash first, like you said, with the third DP. Yeah. I mean, that does make a lot of sense to me, but I guess we'll find out in the next few days here. Just to touch specifically on David's point, to get Angelo Rodriguez, out of that DP spot, it really wouldn't take a whole lot, because just looking at his salary last year at least was $657,000.
Oh yeah, so
and you just need to get them right about the $500,000.
Yeah.
So they're not.
So that'd be
far
pretty easy.
off. Yeah.
But just like the Loons, they'll probably make a big splash tomorrow after our podcast,
right?
And then we'll be like, well, shit.
And then we'll be like, okay, so the holidays, we're gonna be waiting even longer.
Yeah.
And then Dave and I will have to do a special podcast.
No, I could be there. So we don't know what's yet to come.
No.
I mean, it could be somebody substantial. It could be a bunch of guys that we don't even know.
Right.
But we also want to talk about this Irish player.
Yeah.
We've been sniffing around a little bit.
So I have absolutely no confirmation that this is even really that serious. But his name is... And forgive me.
So while you're looking at this, isn't breaking news that we're discussing here, but it's a rumor essentially.
Yeah, it's a rumor.
Darog Leahy.
It might be like Dara Leahy.
Dara Leahy?
That's true.
Almost like a Daryl. An Irish
Dara Leahy. That's good, yeah. Well, you've been to Ireland.
I have. I've never met anybody with that name in particular, though. But.
Yeah, he's 20.
Okay.
He's a left back, which is useless to us because we have a left back. But I suppose there's probably a chance that he can play right back.
But he's young.
He's young.
Yeah.
He would definitely hang around longer than Francisco Calvo.
Because he's somebody we could put at Madison.
It's somebody that we could easily put in Madison. And being that Madison hasn't signed a whole lot of defenders yet.
There you go.
That would be an option. And the big thing is obviously he is international, so that would hurt us. But if we sent him out on loan